Entitled Mum tries to throw my cat in the garbage because he scratched her daughter. It was Sunday and I was taking my cat for a walk. Then suddenly a woman comes from the opposite direction and she had a girl with her who looked 5 to 7 years old. The kid was smiling looking at my cat. I love to socialise my cat with kids and other people, so I took my cat to her and she asked me if she could touch MC, my cat. I smiled at her and said yes. But she was being a little rough to my cat by touching him on the stomach, and he hates when people do that. So he scratched her. The EM was quiet this entire time, but then I heard the voice of the devil. "How dare your cat scratch my daughter like that?" He always does that. You can look at my arm, and my arm is full of scratches. "I don't care. My daughter is an angel, and your cat and you will regret doing this. I'm sorry if my cat hurt your daughter, but this is just his natural behavior if someone touches its stomach." "I don't care. He is getting punished." She snatched the leash out of my hand, unclips it, and lifted my cat and starts to hit him. He is my only cat, so I am very protective of him. So I lost it. "What the F are you doing to him? He hurt my daughter and he will be punished." The entitled mum then takes him down the street and threw him where all the city's garbage is stored. I am now seriously triggered. "The F you think you can do to him? My daughter is hurt because of him. F you and your daughter, give me my cat back." Then comes the S, Saviour. "What's happening here?" "This guy is troubling me and my daughter. She is throwing away my cat in the garbage." My saviour takes my cat from her and gives him to me. "How dare you take the stupid cat from me and give it to him?" My saviour tells me to go home and I listen to him. I don't know what happened after that. Entitled Mum blames me that my tarantula bit her entitled kid. Okay, so this story happened a long time ago, like 7 years ago. And if my spelling is wonky or bad, it's because my English is not good at all. So I own 2 tarantulas, Steve and Felicia. They are both calm and chill and they always listen. But when anybody wants to play uncomfortably around with them, they go to level 100 jerked off tarantula. They bite and don't stay calm. One day, one of my mum's friends came over, and it had only been a week since I got those tarantulas. Since I didn't know if they were venomous, I was scared and anxious a bit. To my surprise, my mum's friend, let's call them EM, has a child that was 5 at the time. All of us went to the balcony, where I keep my tarantulas, and chatted. The 5-year-old jerk noticed them, but I was in my room, and I'm right next to the balcony, so I can see everything happening in there. Here is how this event hole of an event was. The entitled brat said, "Mommy, I want to hold the spiders." Yes, this is how he said it. "No, you can't hold them since I don't know if they're venomous or not. Just let him hold the spiders, it's not gonna be anything." "But EP, and I got cut off by her. "I don't care, just let him hold the darn spiders." "Fine, I don't care. If he gets bitten, it's not going to be my fault." The entitled brat started squealing and he held the tarantulas. As I said, my tarantulas get jerked off very easily. Felicia just hopped back in her little cage thingy and Steve just started giving him the look that he's gonna die any second if he doesn't leave him alone. Steve was always a bad tarantula, but overall he was good nonetheless. Now, Steve didn't know what to do, so he just bit the EB. The entitled brat let out a blood-curdling scream. "Ow!" I just shrug and hear my door open. To my surprise, it was EP and her EB. This was our conversation. "Look what you did to my child! Now he's going to die!" The entitled brat was in tears, crying and sobbing loudly. "I warned you guys, but you didn't listen." "You dirty liar, you didn't say anything." "EP, I warned you guys, you can ask mum too." "Just wait until your mum hears this, you're going to be grounded." Then she leaves to go and talk to my mum. I just stay there anxiously and I hear my mum call me from the kitchen. "Edie, come here, sweetie." I never disobey my mum, so I walk over there. "I was told that you didn't warn EP and EB about the tarantulas." Here is the thing, my mum is just overprotective. We have cameras everywhere, it even records the sound. So I told mum to bring EP and EB over to my room. My mum programmed that the cameras are linked to my computer, so I always have a tab open with camera footage. EP had a victorious smirk on her face, thinking that she was the reason that I would be grounded. Oh, how the tables turned. I showed the footage of me clearly warning them about my tarantulas. EM was just in shock, with her jaw and eyes widened. I just stay there and laugh my bum off. You freak! You recorded us! You need to have our consent first! EP, I'm not having your bullcrap. This is a security camera and I can't change anything on it. And my mum just banned EP and EB from even getting close to our apartment. To this day, I still laugh at how stupid she is. But the past is the past, and Steve and Felicia have game ended. I miss those little crawlers. Entitled Parent yells at me for taking my shirt off in my truck. Okay, so first off, it's my dad's truck, I'm 15, and secondly, it's like 90 degrees with like 12% humidity. Luckily, I'm a guy, so I can take my shirt off without many repercussions. Now to the story. So I'm sitting in the truck playing on my phone, and my dad runs in to get something from the store. I notice a person walking up to the truck. At first, I thought she was going to the car behind us. Nope. She knocks on the window and I roll the window down, and here's the conversation. Can I help you, Mom? Yeah, put a shirt on? No. You're exposing yourself to my children. They were in the car, paying no attention to me at all. I don't think they can. No, put a shirt on or I'm calling the cops. You can't just... She decides to try and get in the driver's side and steal the truck, I assume. I quickly lock and roll all the windows up. The entitled parent says through the glass, "Open this door now." I'm calling the cops. I do so and take a picture of the license plate so the cops can catch her. Go ahead, do it. They will arrest you for public nudity. The cops get there and see the EP trying to get in the truck. She gets detained and the cops ask for my side of the story. Sir, I was just sitting here when out of nowhere, this lady walks up and starts telling me to put a shirt on. Would you like to press charges? Yes, I would. Needless to say, she got charged with verbal harassment, attempted GTA, and so on. I never saw her again. Entitled woman tries to hit me for trying to help her. So this happened when I was trying to go shopping for some snacks and a drink at a 7-Eleven store 2 blocks from my house. I loved going there on Saturdays, but there's always the entitled woman setting her stuff on the ramp part of the street, 1 house away from my house, causing me to have to walk past her. She would also smoke a lot. She has been there since at least my 2nd grade year. I don't really like her because she would usually badmouth about the people that walk by in a quiet but angry tone. So on to the story. I was finished shopping and I was walking up the streets. I was 1 block away from her and I pulled out a $20 bill. I thought this would help her, and then if we ever see each other again, she would say hi in a happy tone, but boy was I wrong. I walked up to her with my fantasies and was like, "Hi, I would..."
Who said you could walk up to me and talk to me? You think you are so rich that you walk up to me and criticize me? Ha! Well, too bad.
No, I just want...
Shut up!
The entitled woman was just then about to slap and punch me when S, my saviour, came and saved me. Hey, what are you doing to that kid?
Mind your own business.
I will call the cops. Because of all the commotion, I was able to go up the street and hide. After my saviour left, the entitled woman suddenly started screaming like a demonic woman who had just scared off the scariest man in the world. I quietly crept back into my house and thankfully she didn't see me. I now make sure I use my scooter to ride past her now. Entitled mum blames a Muslim kid for something she didn't do. Some context. My mum gives classes on a school next to mine, so I spend some free time there. My old teacher, T, teaches there too, so I help her with her students. In her class, there is a nice Muslim girl, NG, that likes to be next to me because she is shy, and a spoiled brat, EK, that wants everything his way. One day during the break, I was with some kids when I hear someone screaming my name. I turn around and see NG running to me with EK poking her with a stick. I take the stick from him and tell NG to continue playing. A bit later, EK was doing the same thing, and as they ran towards me, he fell and started crying. After that, the break was over and we went inside, and sometime later, the teacher was called out of the classroom to speak to the entitled mother of the kid. And I stay in charge of the class, and I went close to the door because I knew that I would probably be needed. It went a bit like this. Why did NG hit my kid? NG just told me that he fell. She is lying. Why would you believe a Muslim kid? And why is she even here? I step out of the classroom and say, no, the person who is lying is EK. He was poking NG with a stick. The entitled mother gets closer to me. You are lying too. EK is an angel. Don't believe me? Ask his class. They saw him and know that he is a little devil. She looks to the classroom with everyone telling that I was saying the truth and walks out of the school with her entitled kid. Sometime later, I knew that he changed schools because NG was a bad influence. Yeah, that makes sense. A nice girl was the bad influence and not the entitled kid. Now, the eagle-eyed among you may have noticed that every single one of the stories in this video was actually posted to my own subreddit, r/redditor.yt. Now, if you want to feature in an upcoming episode, post your stories there and I will try and get them into as many videos as possible. Anyway, if you enjoyed that video, go and check out another one right away. There are so many more Reddit stories on my channel for you to enjoy. Also, drop me a comment below if there's another subreddit that I haven't looked at yet and you want to see in the next video.